2009 Holden Commodore Sportwagon SV6 trim brake boost.
Here we go.
Oh, lost traction there, my God. That never gets old, man. I love that so much.
Tell me about the power of this thing, though.
So this car produces 195 kilowatts of power and 340 newton meters of torque from a 3.6 litre naturally aspirated V6. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta say, it's above average in terms of like raw power.
Yeah.
I mean, most cars are kind of like 130 kilowatts of power. A lot of the like fun cars are obviously a lot higher, like 300 or 400. So
Yeah.
it's above average.
It is.
But I think if you are a P-plater, it is still pretty fun as a first sort of car, I guess.
100%.
So, however, I will say, as having driven this car for 5 years, it could do with a tune, I reckon.
Yeah.
And if you're a P-plater and you know somebody that can go and get that done for you, I would recommend it, just in terms of like responsiveness and Beluzia. I know. Yeah, so I think this car definitely could do with a tune, just to give it a little bit of power in the sort of low end. It's got a lot of power in the high end, but really sort of struggles in the low end in terms of just getting up anywhere, and particularly in traffic.
Yeah.
I think that's more to do with maybe, I will say the transmission in this particular car sucks. It's a 5-speed transmission.
Yeah.
It is just horrible for that sort of bumper to bumper traffic. Like, it really does that quite a bit. Like, it's quite sluggish. However, I will say with the tune and all that, I don't know if you can get it, like if you get pulled up with the cops, I don't know what's going to happen there, if they can check that or not. So be careful on that. But
basically, just don't listen to what he just said. Don't get a tune. Just drive the bloody car.
Yeah, and it is still fun as a day-to-day sort of car. And you can drive it normally.
At the end of the day, it is still fast.
Oh, it is. So, and it's rear-wheel drive as well, which is pretty sick. Like, I don't know how many cars coming out today are rear-wheel drive. They're all predominantly front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. So, rear-wheel drive cars are still so much fun. And you can pick one of these up in a manual as well if you can find one of these.
There's plenty of them on the market.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think the other thing this car really does need to get done, and I think you can attest to this, are the brakes. The brakes on this car are like kind of tragic.
They're fat.
They are fat.
Fat brake.
Yeah. What would you, if you had to rate them, 10 being like fat and 1 being good?
I'm giving them a 7.5 out of 10 on the fat scale.
Really?
They're
7
so
point?
fat.
Like, but 10 being like they will not stop and you'll crash and you'll end up on Instagram Reels type deal?
Yeah.
But
7. You're going to end up on Instagram Reels.
God, you're getting that bad.
No, they're not that bad, but they're pretty tragic. Like, it's just, I don't know, man. They're just hard to push in compared to mine.
Well, yeah. So you got the VF and yours are so much nicer.
Yeah.
But I do gotta say there have been times where with this car I have like tried to brake and you've yelled at me. You're like, brake, man. I'm just like, I am braking. The car's just not.
I don't know, man. Your brakes take like 3 to 4 business days to get going. It's not good.
No.
Not good to drive.
I think the other thing this car needs to get done as well, like very, very desperately, if you do end up getting this car at all, getting the halogen lights replaced to LED lights on both the VE and the VF.
Yeah.
The stock halogen lights are like terrible, bro. And when they come out, they were probably okay. Yeah. But they like fogged up and they're just yuck.
Yeah.
On this car, I went and got like new high beams and low beams. The high beams are 5,000 lumens per pair, and the high beams are 6,000 lumens per pair. So they are like beastly, you know.
Yeah. Can't go wrong with them.
No, they are so good. And it's funny, I think you made a good point last time, was like, my low beams now are better than my old high beams. Yeah. So, which is like just really, really good.
Crazy to put a perspective like that. It is life-changing to have, literally.
Oh, absolutely. At least for me at night, on the old halogen lights.
Yeah.
They were like, I could not see anything, and it was low-key like dangerous.
I was
bro.
fearful for my life every time I drove in the roads at night.
Oh yeah.
Well, because I just got my license, and then I'm on the roads at night time, and bro, my lights were shit. I could not see anything.
Couldn't see.
So getting these new high beam, low beams, I think it's an essential for your car. If you have an extra like $300, it might be a little difficult, but if you can, I think it is something you should definitely look into.
100%. But overall, this is, again, being the station wagon as well, is so goddamn practical. And I know I've said it to you a million times, but I love how good it is. It is so long, and, like I went camping a few months ago and I was able to fit so much in the back of this car.
Yeah.
It was like just perfect. And you can sleep in the back of this car. The back seats are really comfortable, and even just general comfort inside of this car.
Headroom, legroom. I mean, I'm 6'7", and
I'm 6'3".
It's kind of hard to tell. I mean, I got, apart from my bird nest, but I got headroom. In the back seat, I've got heaps of headroom, like more headroom in the back than I do at the front, which is kind of uncommon in cars. I feel like most cars, smaller cars, all that, in the front you're going to be gifted with more headroom. In the back you're cramped and you're just cooked. I know with our mum's car, I can't sit in the back because there's no headroom. I'm like,
well, you're kind of sitting like this,
squashed. But back, like just the room in the back, incredible for these Commodores. Just any Commodore, they're just really spacious, built for the Australians. So this car comes with a tow bar, and you can get a tow bar with all Commodores, but the specialty of having a tow bar on a car such as this is that you can tow up to 1,600 kilograms braked and
1,000 kilos unbraked.
1,000 kilos unbraked,
which is probably enough to tow like a small caravan comfortably.
Jet ski.
Yeah, jet ski, definitely. I mean, we've got a jet ski we used to tow all the time. I don't know boat sizes. I don't know what weighs 1,600 kilos for reference. So, but yeah.
Could barely just tow you if we wanted to. I'm sorry.
And this car also has cruise control. It's just normal standard cruise control. It's not adaptive or anything, but it works. It does the job.
Cruise control is cruise control.
Yes, it's great for the freeway.
It is.
Yes. The last thing that I want to touch on before we get you in the driver's seat, this car does not have an infotainment system at all. It is just buttons, which I actually low-key kind of like. I don't really need a screen or a camera. I'm happy with the buttons and just putting my phone on a mount for stuff, for like maps and all that. It does have Bluetooth, but it's like just for phone calls. I've had to get this like AirFly, which is like an aux cord adapter, which you connect to Bluetooth to that, and then it plays music through it, so which is good.
Good loophole.
Yeah, it works. It's awesome.
If you're a man of, you're an individual of simplicity, then this should be fine. If you're not, if you have $1,200 that you can pull out of your ass, you can actually go and get the whole, middle unit thing just replaced with an Apple CarPlay if you want. I know it does work. It seems to be all right, but honestly, I would just stick to with what comes with the car.
Yeah, the setup that I've got anyway.
$1,200 to getting an exhaust.
Yeah, exactly. All right, cool. I reckon we get you in the driver's seat now, John. So
okay, bro.
Brother.
I'm kidding.
All right. Sports mode brake boost.
Thank
go.
you. Oh.
Okay, go again. Go again.
Oh shit. Hey, no, it's good. It's good. Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, there you go. There you have it. Feels good. Can't complain. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Your brakes just suck. There's just no way around it. I hate to break it to you, but just literally, before we started filming this little part of mine, I couldn't even comprehend how shit they feel. Like, I put my foot on it, like right now. Oh my god. It just feels so... I'm upping it to a 9, bro. A 9 out of 10. Bro, they're awful.
They're not that bad.
They are. I can't, I don't even know how you're meant to stop if there's a car in front of you. Like, oh my god. This is like the one thing I would consider. Like, this would be the X factor for me not to get this car.
This car is the brake.
Like, it's cooked.
But do you reckon maybe it's like just this car that we're in?
I don't know. I'd like to try and drive a different VE, see how that feels. But yeah, I'm gonna assume it's just your car and just your brakes, because like if this is on every VE, then I wouldn't understand the hype of the VE.
Yeah, I know.
No, I think it is just your car, but
I hope.
you know, I think if any VE starts to age, I'm gonna assume they all start to feel like this.
I guess so. Well, I don't know if maybe it's like any car as they get older. I've never had the brake service on this car.
True.
So I don't know.
That's something you might need to look into.
Yeah, desperately.
Because yeah, they don't feel good at all.
No, they don't.
Now one thing with both VEs and VFs, but yeah, I'll talk about this car, is the A-pillars.
Yes. And I think the entire community can agree on.
Holden Commodore community can agree that these A-pillars are just cooked. Like, it's so difficult to see. Like, you have to like look around behind, and it's just like, it's low-key dangerous. And I find myself like commonly having to do this. Otherwise, yeah, you know, it's like a blind spot almost. Like, you can't see anything.
Yeah.
It's not too big of a problem, but you'll find yourself in some cases where it does piss you off. And it's unfortunate that they didn't really find a way around it.
For your, at least,
or
for
even
your
consider
car.
it. I don't even know if they did. Like, did they even bring it up as topic of conversation? Who knows?
Who knows?
The other thing is the side mirrors.
Yeah.
Now, they do, I mean, I understand the concept of them having to be small. I mean,
to be like aerodynamic and stuff.
Just to look cool. They do look nice, but you can't see shit with them, man. Like,
No.
they're just, you have to get these small little, you know, like
These little side
ultra
mirrors.
wide ass 0.5 zoom looking side mirrors, and you know, we'll show them on the screen, but they are a game changer for any Commodore, because it ultimately just points down at the ground, helping you see just like, you know, lines,
Particularly for
parking
reversing.
spots. Yeah, particularly for reverse parking, which you'll find you probably should only be reverse parking in Commodores, as they're just long cars, wide cars, long, and you won't find yourself commonly front parking unless you have like the whole car parked to yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get away with front parking, but I'm gonna guess most people who have Commodores reverse park.
And can I say, particularly in the VE, I don't have front sensors on this.
That is a good point.
So yours does, mine doesn't. So it is so risky for me to front park.
Yeah.
Because I can't tell how far away I am from the car in front of me.
Yeah, and especially with the fact that you don't have the reverse camera. I know how to push my luck to the furthest when it comes to reversing against the wall, because I can get like to a credit card width between my back of the car and the wall. But I guess if you don't have that, it's kind of, it's a little difficult. But but no, you know, it's not too big of a problem. But yeah,
and I will say with this car, it's good because I've got the tow bar and the beepers.
True.
I can use the tow bar to like physically touch the wall, which I've done so many times.
That is a good point.
So, which is always worth doing.
There you have it.
Did we talk about how the car looks? I don't think we did we?
I don't believe so. No.
Do you want to talk about how this car looks, or do you want me to?
Mate, it is your car.
Fair enough. I think this car looks good for it being a 15-year-old car.
I agree.
I like how it looks. The fenders over the wheel arches makes it look aggressive. It's got a very boxy front compared to like the Omega or the Evoque, like the base model Commodores. They look ugly.
Yeah.
Whereas I think the SV6 has managed to look pretty good. Even in black. Like, I think black's the only color it looks good in.
Yeah.
Red and all that, at least for the VE, just looks gross.
Yeah.
So that's just my opinion. The rims, 18-inch rims, I think they look okay, but maybe in black would look better on this car.
So, yeah. I don't know. I think it's just what you are a fan of. I think I'm not a fan of chrome or silver rims.
No, I hate chrome completely.
Especially when they get old, they kind of start to like lose its silver look, and they start to like, you know, just lose color almost, and they just look old. Like, I know your rims have been the same since the car was made or whatever.
Well, they're stock, so
yeah, stock rims. Black rims definitely will make the car look a bit younger, I reckon.
100%.
So yeah, I feel like if you want that, probably look at getting black rims. But yeah,
definitely.
Definitely. I do think it is a nice looking car for a 15, 14-year-old car. Can't go wrong.
No.
And yeah, just, I don't know, the overall driving experience for me, I find that it feels pretty good. Like, it's a good car. If it is your daily driver, then I'm sure you'll get used to it.
Yeah.
The brakes won't bother you.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, I think it is good, especially in this market. You can pick something up for a decent price range, and it is a good car. It will last you, and yeah.
And they're pretty reliable. Like,
However, it is a guzzler.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you're not making that much money a week and you want a Commodore, you might be cooked when it comes to. Sorry, you might get cooked when it comes to having to fill it up.
Yeah.
Especially in this economy.
Well, yeah, I think we're getting about 13 odd litres per 100 Ks, so they're not efficient.
No.
But
at all.
still,
But it's fun.
You're getting a big full-size car.
That's what you're signing up for.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you're buying a Commodore, you're signing up to pay a shit ton of petrol money.
Yes, absolutely.
But yeah.
The pricing, brand new, this car was, the wagon, I think was about $42,000 odd dollars. Now pre-owned, they're about, I think, between $7,000 and $11,000. Maybe a bit more, depending on how low the kilometers are and all that.
Yeah, I mean, from personal experience, when I was looking for a Commodore, I found that VEs were, a range between, honestly, 10K, 12-ish K to like 16.
But that was COVID times as well.
No. Last year.
Even now?
Last year,
Okay,
like,
geez,
when I was looking for a Commodore last year.
Yeah.
I found plenty of VEs, 2011, 2012s, that were, charging. They wanted like 12 to 15K.
God.
But then you could find VFs for like 20K. So
yeah, if you can get the money, I would definitely go VF instead of the VEs.
You'll have more life in it.
Yeah. But if you can't and you're on a budget, they're still awesome cars.
Yes.
So definitely recommend. But yeah, I think that's that for this video. So
Yeah, it is.
thank you guys for watching. Let us know what you think, if you would get one of these in the comments. And yeah, let us know what we should review next. So adios. That was cringe as hell doing the little wave at the air.